Madden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York Giants fell in Week 1 to Jacksonville, and that man Eli Manning was really under constant pressure from the Jags front seven. He finished the game 22 of 37, 273 yards and an interception, but it was just tough for him to find any breathing room.
It certainly was. Constant pressure from the Jags front seven, which is one of the better ones in the league. They're going to need Saquon Barkley to really be that presence in the backfield to run the football and take some of that pressure off. They're going to want those consistent 3, 4, 5-yard runs from him so he can keep moving the chains.
And the starting offense now for the Giants.
A key cog in this passing attack is Evan Ingram, who was a rookie out of Mississippi in 2017. Gave the Giants 722 yards through the air and a whole lot of excitement building for his future in 2018 and beyond. Drafted as a tight end, plays more like a wide receiver, able to get downfield and win one-on-one routes against defensive backs.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2nd down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And now out come the Giants. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Manning the throw on second down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From midfield, here's Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Play action. Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easy.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
There's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger, all right? He's going to throw it downfield and take his shots, and in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick-sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
Go study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Manning to try again after the pick six. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Manning to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on third down. Manning. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Look at the spin. Balance. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Latimer, 50 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Kalen Clay. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Manning now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. One final try now for Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in week 1, unfortunately there was some bad. Quite a few injuries, and the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury, he's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury of the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Marquise Goodwin with San Francisco, Deshaun Jackson with Tampa Bay, Doug Baldwin with Seattle, and don't forget Keanu Neal with the Atlanta Falcons. He got hurt, came back, left again. He's gone for the season as well with an ACL.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play, keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 4. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Shotgun now for Manning. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kareem Martin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kareem Martin bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The handoff comes to Stewart. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Here's Prescott. Escapes the sack. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.